Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to receive callbacks from Bitcoin payments to your Bitpay account. So whenever you create a Bitpay invoice and someone pays you in Bitcoins, your server will receive a callback from Bitpay telling you how many Bitcoins were received at which address. And today I'm going to show you how to do that. The first part of this is creating an invoice. I've created a Bitpay invoice, and as looking at the documentation, in order to get a callback, when we create an invoice using the HTTP post method to the Bitpay API, the required fields are price and currency, and then transaction URL is we set to the URL of the server where we want to receive the post callback. And then post data will additionally allow you to add in any type of data, JSON encoded data, just for your application. And I can show how that's useful. So with this invoice, I generated it with a notification URL of a Amazon web server, logged into the Amazon web server, and I'm going to show you how to create, and I'm going to create a Bitpay callback server. I go into Bitpay callback server, and I'm going to initialize this npm module, version 1. Okay, so I've created my npm module, and in here we now have a package.json. I want to install the Express web server for handling posts, and then I'm also going to include the body parser middleware, which allows Express 4 to parse JSON. And I'm going to include Winston for logging. Okay, I'm going to create my server.js and open that up. Then our application is an Express application, so I'm going to create Express by requiring it, and then I'm going to call the Express function to create an application. And then that app, I want it to listen on port 5000. That way Nginx will pick up my Node.js web server and serve it to the public. Then I also want to accept app.post/callbacks/bitpay. And then this is the URL that I gave to Bitpay. And then I'm going to use my set up my logger real quick. I don't want to use the console. I want to use a file. I'm going to put that in log/server.log. And for the log, I'm going to require Winston. And here, I'm just going to say logger.info. Of request.body, and then Bitpay expects that we respond with a 200. And that should be enough to illustrate the payment callback from Bitpay. Now I'm going to make the file so I start up the daemon application and I can look at my server log to see that we bound to TCP port 5000. The next step is to pay that Bitpay invoice. I'm going to go ahead and pay that. And one thing I forgot to do is app.use the body parser middleware. So we can see that I received a message. I received a message from Bitpay, but I tried to use request.body here and log that, but unfortunately I didn't use the body parser middleware, and specifically its JSON function. So okay, I'm restarting the server now. And let's look one more time. I received a message from Bitpay, but the body was undefined. This next time around, the body should be defined. So I'm going to create a new invoice and pay it. And here we go. Bitpay has received notification of my invoice, and we see that here's the invoice URL. That is, the invoice ID is included, the BTC price, which was 0.0002 Bitcoins. It includes the amount of Bitcoins paid, 0.0002, which is correct. All right, so I've just received a callback from Bitpay, and I can go back to this site and check that invoice, and I can see that the invoice is paid, and I've received a callback to my web server that I created. Now, something that we can do now is, beyond just log it, I can push this into a queue to be processed. I can write it to a database, which I will show you in a future screencast.